talking about Mahe. Here we will have just one video because it's not that much of a footage. And we have day 8. At noon we left La Digue and we arrive in Mahe. The transfer took us and we had accommodation at Marie Suites. That was it for today, and let me tell you, we were looking for a place to eat, a good place, but the hotel is kind of you don't have in front of the hotel something to eat, so you have to walk at least 600 meters till the first thing that you can go to. 600 meters to the Bon Voyant beach, which is a big beach, very nice, but also 5 minutes away from Marie beach. It was a wild, small beach, but I really enjoyed. That was it for the day, and that night we went to eat after a shower and everything, and we were walking and walking and walking, and at some point I stopped because I saw a local in a bus station and I said, sorry, do you know a restaurant somewhere? He asked me, do you want to eat? I said, yes, a restaurant. Do you want to eat good food? And I said, preferably good and cheap food. And I said, perfect, it's Goldilocks style, just tell me where it is. And he said, turn around, do you see the casino? You can go and eat there. And I said, wait, I don't want to play, I don't want to gamble. And he said, no, you don't have to gamble. People, and usually locals, but also tourists, are going there because the food is cheap, fresh all the time, and very good. So go ahead and go there because you will not regret it. And I sure didn't regret it. It was so good. It was amazing. The coconut shrimps were drooling. I should try making some. I want to try, usually when I like something from somewhere, I'm trying to recreate it home also, so I can have a little bit of taste from that destination. I did the mansaf from Jordan, and I will do the coconut marinated shrimps. It was amazing. Everything that I ate there was amazing, top notch. So that was it. And now day 9, we took everything from day 9 and 10 and combined it in one day. So one of the days the tourists could have a whole day just for beach in one place and do whatever they want. They wanted it like this, and we did it like this. So we woke up early in the morning, took our breakfast, and left to Victoria, the capital of Seychelles Republic. With 225,000 locals. It's the smallest capital in the world. And we went to Copolia Trail. Copolia Trail had an altitude of 497 meters. Let me tell you, it's not such a big deal, and the length was 1 kilometer and 800 meters. It's a short walk in the garden on a small hill, let's say, but the humidity, my God, the humidity really killed everyone. So that was the moment when I took the lead, so I can make breaks so that people will not feel that the other ones were chasing. Ones were chasing and the other ones were have to follow very fast. So I took the lead and I stopped a lot so people, they can take their breath, make their pictures, relax a little bit and go further. We arrive up to see the nicest view of Seychelles. Very nice. I admire it and enjoy it a lot. And after that we had to go the way back and return to our transfers to go to the next place. One more thing that you need to know here, for this trail you have to pay around 11 euros or Seychelles dinars, coconuts, whatever you want to call them. But last year you could pay it cash. This year was card only, so you should have your wallet and card with you, so you can have go have your track. Otherwise you will not, so be careful on that. And then after this we went to Takamaka Rum Distillery, and you will see some details here of the rum factory and a little bit of the history. The rum distillery was named by from the area. The area is named Takamaka, and the rum distillery was named after it. It's not an old rum distillery. The rum distillery started 23 years ago in 2000, and two men that very much enjoyed rum, they wanted to share the recipe with everyone else and made it a success. So you have to see that, you have to visit that, believe me. And beside that you can have some rum tasting. You have to pay for the rum tasting, but the guided tour is free, so whoever wants to test the rum, they can test the rum. Whoever wants to just visit and hear the history, there it's for free. And there inside you have a food truck with some wraps, tortillas, but I like to say tortillas just to have fun. And the last but not least destination was the beach on Takamaka. Perfect sunset. It was amazing. But when you go to Takamaka, you go for the sunset for sure, but after the sun is going in the sea, behind the sea, in the clouds, you have to wait. After this moment, everyone is leaving the beach, but actually after this moment the magic is happening. And you will have a picture here, so you don't have to see my door anymore. It's amazing. I loved it. And by this time, while we were going to Takamaka, I was so hot and so sweaty from all the Copolia trail and the rum distillery. I didn't drink at all because I like to have all my mind together whenever I have tourists. And yeah, the thing is, I don't know about rum. Not my favorite alcoholic drink. A teeny weeny miny mo sip of wine is enough for me. I don't drink a lot, but it was an experience. I took something from home for my family to taste, and I tasted also. The coconut rum was amazing. The allspice one, dark rum, was very strong. I just put it on just to taste it, and 5 minutes later I was going to sleep. And I bought a pineapple one also, but it's at my uncle's place, so I didn't try that one. And that was it. The next day everyone did whatever they wanted. I managed to finish to read half of my book. That was day 10. Day 11, half of the day people were going to the beach, have their last swim, buy I don't know whatever they wanted, and after that we left to go to the airport. We had an airport. We went to Doha. We stood 9 hours in Doha. And that was it, and day 12 we arrived home. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like it. Let me know if you want to see something in particular, and see you guys later. Bye.
is only 1 acre in size. And this site is not basically some commercial shopping area. It is actually a historical site. This site has a lot of heritage because the background dates back 1792. Very old property, but not the original house. This house is a copy of the original that was built in 1994 after a devastating fire destroyed the original house, forcing the government to build a copy on the original foundation and steps made out of coral stone. So when you look inside the house, the design, the layout is exactly the same. But the exterior from the original pictures is not the same. This is why we have the museum, because it showcases all of the background of the original De Saint-Jean family from Reunion Island, small village called Saint-André, and they moved at the time. 60 acres all along the East Coast and 1 acre left today. So because it is a historical property, we are not the owners. We have 1 acre space to make rum and protect the site at the same time. So it's a hand-in-hand relationship. We have a 99 years lease as of 2008 to make rum here and do all of the renovations. This is why we're here. This became a project where the brothers who own the rum label adopted the site as the source and heart of Takamaka rum, but also to protect the site at the same time. This is why, example, food truck and cocktail bar at the back is not permanent structures. It's structures that can be removed in case we ever leave the property. You understand? And we renovate all of the old ones for rum production. So example, the white building on that side is actually the original 4 stables. We now have bottling line, warehouse, lab, and administration. So when I say warehouse, we're not storing bottled rum. We're storing rum in PVC tanks like these for rum blending, rum filtration and bottling. But we also store glass bottles, paper labels, and aluminum caps that we don't make in Seychelles. We have to buy all of those from somewhere else. So that becomes a cost just to give you a final rum. So some days when you come here, example, you can have pineapple at big bottle size, but no pineapple in smaller sizes. The rum is there. We just don't have, let's say, the bottle size or the ticket size for that rum. And we will never sell you a rum with no label. You understand? It's a brand. So this is just small things that can affect everything. This is business, guys. Under the main house, you still have the rum cellar. We have over 50 barrels aging currently under the house in what we're calling the coolest place to age. Are you feeling cold right now, like me? Are you?
Cold.
Cold, yes, very cold.
No.
So Seychelles will never be cold. Okay, we can experience cool months. What is that? When you have spring or summer, I think. When you have summer, we have winter. Okay, winter with no snow. Winter with no snow in this country is basically 25 degrees Celsius during the day. And the humidity is still there, but the wind is also blowing at a temperature of 24, 25. Water temperature can drop to 24. And that is cold for us.
It's a
But
perfect
not
cold.
for you. For you, it's perfect. You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
So this is why when we place the barrels in that cellar, being the coolest place, that is the lowest you can experience there. When we age rums in new Czech oak barrels from Czech Republic, export ruby wine barrels from Portugal, of course, ex-sherry casks, most of them from Spain, sweet or dry, and new French oak barrels from France. Okay? But we also have aging in this area as well in over 100 ex-American bourbon barrels. 21 different styles of bourbon barrels. We really love the bourbon nuance in our aged rum blends. So this looks like horse stables, right? But it was actually storage for timber, dried spices, and dried coconut called copra for oil production. Now, when we did the renovation, it became our sugarcane rum distillery. So this is where we distill craft sugarcane juice rum, but also small batches of molasses pot distilled rum. Okay, so 2 styles of rum for 1 rum label. Sugarcane juice, molasses-based rum. 2 rum stuff. So today, you could have had some sugarcane right there where you're standing. Let's say you have 3 tons of sugarcane. Cane crusher will be working definitely, the green motored machine at the back. That will crush the sugarcane to get the juice out and pumped directly inside 3 1,000 liters fermentation tanks. You don't need to add water because sugarcane juice is already liquid. You just add your distiller's yeast inside, and after 2 days and a half, fermentation is complete and your wash is ready for distillation. That's how it works. 2 days and a half, 2 days maximum for distillation, some time to set in a stainless steel tank, and then blending, dilution, aging, you understand? That's how you do it. So the fiber on the ground, on your right hand side, is actually the fiber left after you crush sugarcane. So it's called bagasse. You never throw it away. That is fertilizer for the soil, feed for cattle. It's a way to give back to the farmers. You never throw anything out. But you don't see sugarcane. Some days when people come here like you, they ask me, where do we make it? If you don't have sugarcane, how can we show you? We really can't because our molasses rum distillery is not operating just yet. Same sound you're hearing here. A boiler. It's a gas boiler that was installed last year for steam instead of burners under your pots. So this is more efficient long term because the boiler can switch itself on and off upon use. It's more efficient and a little bit more sustainable down the line. Why not the greenest distillery? But we try. Okay? So boiler for steam, and the boiler is being installed at the back of that building where you have the silos. Those silos can store up to 20,000 liters of molasses, guys. What is molasses? So we can't even make our own molasses, guys. We have to import grade A molasses from Mauritius, Madagascar, and then make molasses based from it. You understand? But it doesn't mean we don't know how to make that rum our own. We have found a way to do it. I will explain when we get inside the museum. So that farmer has only one chance to make money. Or twice if he's lucky, you understand? So the most expensive rum to make is our own sugarcane rum from Seychelles, even if we buy molasses from somewhere else. But remember, there's value to that rum, but we just don't have enough all the time. This is why molasses becomes our only option. You can't buy sugarcane because sugarcane, when you cut it, 48 hours to crush it. If you don't crush it, it's gonna dry up. Guys, it's fibrous. It's a grass relative. It will never wait for you. It will dry up. So only sugarcane from the Seychelles. Okay? Take a look through the open wooden shutters. We have a very open concept. You can see, but don't go inside. Make use of the wooden shutters. You'll see one of our old copper pot stills. We have some new pots installed as of last year. All of the equipments you see on that side from the big pot in the center was custom made for us all the way from Canada to Seychelles because it's so close and so cheap. Ex-American bourbon barrels. For some of them, we do purchase it from Buffalo Trace Distillery in Kentucky. Okay, bourbon state, like they call it. So 3 years, molasses aged rum. Smell that nice aroma, guys. This was previously the boys' sleeping quarters. So, guys, 1800s, girls had to be separated from boys. We all know the story. Don't ask me why. So, the boys were sleeping here. So, makes sense that the boys drink here now. You know? Boys sleeping room, boys drinking room. So basically the girls can go there too to drink. This is our blend and development room. A master blender needs a special location to work his magic. He's like a chemist. He has to sit down. Let me add this. Let me remove that. 5%. I think he sees numbers when he sleeps at night.
Yeah.
Because if I open that door right now, you know how many rum bottles there are inside there?
Oh my God.
It's like a treasure trove of rum, of anything he's planning to make, infusing, developing, checking from barrels, experimental batch, anything. There it is. Okay, blend and development room.
How did you get the job? How is doing to get the job? I think so, yeah? You tested for how many months?
You know, sometimes, because we're such a close-knit working group, he can just walk by with a new sample, something new, and he just like, smell this for me. What do you smell? Okay. Because he gets tired. You know, like, you come to work at 9, and you're drinking by 9 o'clock. And this is not wine tasting. You're not spitting out anything. You have to swallow the rum to feel the length, like you were doing, taking your time.
Yeah.
You feel it, you feel it. You're gonna get drunk by 11.
And if you have practice.
Yes, but I think he gets tired because there's so many stuff, you know. It's like the mother of labs for him inside.
Is he
A
British?
sommelier, no, he's local. He has a good tolerance. So, basically, a sommelier, what is it? Has like wine knowledge,
Yeah.
but he's making blends. He's checking them. Of course, he has to drink stuff all the time. So some days he can just come with a sample and tell you to smell it. Tell him what you smell, because all of you can literally smell something different. Not everybody will smell the same thing or taste the same thing, because you all eat different things and drink different things. So tasting, nosing notes, all of that, you don't have to be an expert. It can basically be your own notes, and then he will tell you if you're on the dot or not. Within the corridor, you will see the history of the property and the original owners from 1792. Very interesting. 20 years rum label and bottle design. The owners are right here. So the founders and owners, co-owners, are Richard and Bernard Dauphin. Two Seychelles brothers with only one dream: getting drunk for free every day under the sun. They were not experts, because this distillery is only 20 years old, but we already produce enough to export to 38 countries around the world. So Takamaka is not new. They had to build up their rum knowledge, okay, production rate. But now we make 250,000 bottles a year. And 70% of that is Seychelles alone. All the shops, restaurants, bars, hotels. And if you think you have no Takamaka rum knowledge, go back to the mojito you had, the pina colada, the Mai Tai, the daiquiri. You already tried Takamaka without knowing. But the biggest markets right now is UAE, Germany, and the UK. One container full of rum going to those destinations is such in high demand. And if you don't see it in a shop, it's not about shop, because COVID made everything digitized, you know, like online purchase, home delivery, blah, blah, blah. So if you Google or check the list in our shop, you will actually see what is the closest country of entry to our rum, or maybe it's your country. Okay, so basically, yeah, Takamaka is already there. Definitely. So when we started craft, Copper Pot Still Distillation in April 2002, they started with craft Copper Pot Still Distillery in an industrial zone right before the airport called Providence Estate. first batch, 1,500 bottles, where they drank half of it themselves within months. But why? Because they will have to check if it's good. So you have to taste it, not drink it, taste it, of course. But they were drinking all of it. So they were not drinking all of it alone. Who wants to help you when you start your own distillery? All your friends and family members want to give you the free advice to tell you if it's good or if it's bad. Then when half of your batch is finished, now you're confident it's good. Now you give it a name. Takamaka Bay was the original name. And down the line, we changed it to Takamaka Rum Seychelles because it's the name exactly like the beach. Takamaka Beach, Takamaka District, Takamaka Tree, easy to say and easy to remember. That's why they chose it, because most people were not drinking the rum at all, not even me. Okay, now I'm Team Takamaka all the way. Because now I know I'm not going to get a headache the next day, unlike other stuff I drank in my life. Okay, so this is just a journey for two brothers, a family-style distillery, 20 years of growth, and they did a good job. And in the end, you can also have the choice to have a good vacation with some good rum if you want to do a rum tasting. So I recommend that you settle now inside the shop so we can start the premium or standard rum tasting. Not that one is better than the other. Everybody is different. You have 3 sipping rums, no mixing, no Coca-Cola, no ice, ever. Just like adding water. Okay? So 3 aged rum for $150 and 6 unaged mixing ready rums for $125 per person. So the shop is right there on the left-hand side. Make good choices and join me, Rebecca, your guide to Rumble. Thank you so much.
Thank you.